I'm going to break down exactly how I plan on building a new YouTube channel and using that to build a business. I want to show you the exact steps that I'm planning on taking, what I've done so far, how I've verified the idea, and what I'm going to be doing moving forwards. Now, I've put together a few bits of text here. So the first thing I've done was to try to figure out exactly what the channel is going to be about. Now, I like following Alex Hormozi's approach, which is say what only you can say, show what only you can show. So basically, you're talking about things that you've got experience in that other people cannot talk about. It'd be very difficult for anybody else to tell the same stories as me because they're my unique stories. Now, I've got a 13 years experience as a professional photographer. That's been pretty much my entire career for my entire life. So I've got tons and tons of experience and stories and knowledge and all this stuff up there in my head that I'm ready to share. So I've decided to make another channel about that, but I'm going to focus on a very specific type of photography, and let me show you exactly why. Now, what I did is I went through and started looking at different photography channels, and I just started writing them all down onto a Notion page, writing out what those sort of things they were talking about, if I liked certain aspects of their channels, and I made a massive list of different channels, different niches, doing different things. And what I noticed was that there isn't a channel that talks about business for photographers, that just focuses on business, that just focuses on how to get more clients, how to service those clients, how to make more money as a photographer, all those sorts of things. Now, there are plenty of channels who have that in their content. However, they talk about plenty of other different things as well on their channel. So let me find you a good example. This lady who's got great content, but she talks about random different things. So if you look at her channel here, you've got helping you choose the right lighting for your photography studio. I'll just move myself out of the way. The person who's interested in lighting your photography studio might not also be interested in photography editing advice for beginners, or why she left Europe for Asia alone and started again. That's more of like a vlog video, whereas this is more of a how-to video, and the videos are kind of all over the place. They're not necessarily appealing to that same person again and again. Now, what I'm trying to do is build a channel that just speaks to photographers who want to grow their business. So I'll take the business topics, but not post anything else. I won't talk about editing. I won't talk about how to light, because there's tons of channels on YouTube that already do that, but there is no channel that is dedicated to just talking about business. Now, I also know that many photographers struggle with getting business. I've been in the market, I've spent years on the forums, I know it inside out, and I know tons and tons of photographers want more clients, or they want to charge higher prices and work with better quality clients, but they don't know how. So that's the problem that my channel is going to solve. I'm picking a problem that I know people have, and then focusing all of my content on solving that problem. Then, like I said, I looked at the other channels and there isn't anyone who's doing anything on the business side. However, outside of YouTube, there are tons of photographers selling courses, workshops, memberships, everything around how to get more clients, how to grow your photography business. There's tons of people doing it, and there's people selling courses still for like $3,500 just for a course, which in 2024 is pretty crazy. People are moving away from courses from what I can see. So I know that there is demand for this because I know people spend money on it outside of YouTube. I just know that there's nobody else on YouTube doing this. And this is going to make it really easy to stand out compared to any other channel. If I was going to go and make a channel about productivity, I'm going to be competing against huge people in that niche like Thomas Frank, Ali Abdaal, and dozens of other channels that all make productivity content. And that's going to be really difficult. Whereas I know that I can talk about this subject in depth without having to do tons of research. I know the topics, and I know there's nobody else servicing that market. There's nobody else making content on YouTube for those people. So that's why I'm going to focus purely on that niche. I'm not worried about getting millions of views. I'm not worried about getting hundreds of thousands of views. I just want to make videos that help people's problems, and then I'll make the money by helping them fix those problems faster. So I'll give away all of the information and then sell them the implementation. So I am going to plan on using Notion templates. So I've already built out a Notion template, which I've already got a sales page up, ready to go. Everything's there for people to do, and that'll basically just help them get results faster. I'll also offer coaching. In the beginning, that will be one-to-one, because I want to figure out what do people really need help with the most, build up an audience, and then I could go into selling group coaching and actually helping people at a bigger scale to implement everything I teach and to get the results that they want in their businesses. The whole channel is revolving around solving problems for that one particular person, which is a professional photographer who needs to get more clients. The whole channel is just going to be focused on that. That is the game plan here. So I also know that speed is going to be far more important than planning. I want to just get videos out because I'm following this strategy, basically. I want to make a feedback loop. So I test something out, I see if it works or doesn't work, learn from it, I then iterate, so I try to make it better from my learnings, and then I'll improve my videos. And then basically the cycle starts again. So, I'll come up with an idea. Maybe this topic will work. I'll make a video on it. I'll see how it does. If that video doesn't work well, then I will start again. I'll figure out why maybe it didn't work, come up with an idea, and then test that in the next video and see how I can improve it each time I make a video. So for example, when I did my script for the very first video, I was watching a video back once I'd edited in it and realised it was a bit all over the place. There was no structure to it. So I went away and studied some other YouTubers, literally took their scripts from their videos and figured out how they've structured it. What have they done in certain places? And I broke down that entire process and was able to build a template for myself so I can script videos in future. Now I'm going to go into that in detail in another video. So if you're interested in that, let me know and I'll get ahead and make it a bit sooner. I'm also planning on making my first 5 videos basically a free course. So this, instead of making one long video, I'm breaking it up over multiple videos. Now, my strategy for that is that I can learn and improve with each video rather than making one long video and then trying to learn and improve from that. So more videos will give me more data, more information that I can then use to improve my next videos going ahead. So in the early days, I'm going for speed. I'm still trying to keep the videos high quality. I'm spending a lot of time on scripting the videos, but I'm not going to spend loads of time editing it with loads of fancy whiz bangs and effects. Because what I've noticed that channels that make a lot of money don't necessarily have a lot of editing. So I saw this video recently where a guy spoke about how they made $500,000 in 70 days from a brand new YouTube channel. And their channel was all about helping agency owners get more clients, and they had a coaching service where they helped agency owners to get more clients. So they gave away all the information for free on their channel, and then they sold the implementation. People could pay them for help to actually go and get results. And their videos were super basic, not really any editing. It was just them sitting there like this, talking to the camera, giving away a ton of information and a ton of value for free, giving action steps, giving stuff that people can use. So, the next thing is the soft selling. So what I've also noticed that people don't hard sell on YouTube. They don't put this big advert halfway through the video. They just kind of say, well, I've got this thing available. If you want to check it out, it's available in the video description. So in my case, I will be making a video making the Notion template, and I'll literally just mention it in about a sentence. In a 30-minute video, I'll have like a sentence or two where I say, if you want the Notion template, it's available down below in the video description. And that's it. 99.9% of the video is just giving, and then there's that tiny, tiny, tiny bit which will be an ask. So if you're going to be doing all of this for yourself, if you're thinking like, I'm starting a channel, where do I start? Think about what problems you have solved in your past. What big challenges have you overcome? What kind of problems do people ask you for help with? What could you talk about all day on? What do you spend your free time doing? You know, all of these things could be something that you could lean into. Now, I'm focusing on building a channel that makes money, not a channel that just gets loads of views. So focusing on an educational channel that helps people, and I can just give away that information and help most people for free. And I think that's the best way to build a business with YouTube. Now, the other thing that I did was I went and looked at what we call outliers. So these are videos on channels that did particularly well for that channel size. So like, let's say a channel normally gets 10,000 views on a video, and then suddenly one of their videos gets 200,000 views. That would be called an outlier. And I went through the photography market and also the get client online kind of space, and I was looking at what videos do well, and I just noted them all down here, and I'd take the title down and the thumbnail. And what I noticed about photography channels in particular is pretty much all the photography channels have a camera in the thumbnail. So I'm using it for pattern recognition to notice what works for other people. So they all have a camera in the thumbnail. So now my strategy going forwards will be put a camera in the thumbnail, so that photographers can see that video and instantly know that it's for them. Again, I can get into this thumbnail strategy and why I'm using certain thumbnails in another video. If you're interested, let me know in the comments. But if there's anything that you're interested in, if you're interested in why I'm choosing this particular niche, if you're interested in what my content strategy is, how quickly I think I can make money from it, whatever that is, let me know and I will make a video about it at some point. So otherwise, subscribe, all that shit, and I'll see you in the next video.